Rules for Patriots Part 4. Play offense, not defense. It's often been said that defense wins championships. While that may be true, offense wins politics. Democrats have been playing offense for over 6 decades, while Republicans have been either playing defense or often been asleep. To date, Republican efforts have been wholly unsuccessful. We have ceded ground everywhere, in the courts, in the media, in the culture, in legislation, in schools. You name it, we've lost ground. Often it's been for lack of trying. Lack of trying comes from the mindset afflicting Republicans. When you play defense all the time, it changes your mindset to defensive thinking. Let's not lose this. Let's not cede that. That's no way to win. Not only are we playing defense, we are playing a prevent defense. The great Rush Limbaugh often compared Republicans to a football team playing a prevent defense. When you are trying to stop the other team from scoring big, you let them score small victories that in the end add up to a big victory. Playing defense doesn't work if you are doing it all the time. There has to be some offense at least. Playing offense has its own benefits outside of the victories, large or small. It changes your mindset from "we have to stop this" to "we can achieve this." It's no coincidence that Democrats have ramped up to full-blown progressivism. They think that they are very close to an all-out victory. Right or wrong, they are thinking like winners. How do you play offense? It's a matter of stepping up your efforts in order to switch to offense from defense. There's a transition that needs to happen. It cannot happen all at once. Democrats are not going to give up playing offense. If Republicans, or more correctly, Patriots, want to go on offense, they must transition in stages. For example, if the Republican Party is busy fighting liberalized mail-in ballot legislation in Arizona, they could also be fighting to change the legislation in Arizona to require voter ID at the same time. That is a transitional phase of a political fight. In the switch from defense to offense, you need to combine both efforts as an intermediate step to playing offense. Do not split the effort into distinct goals. Do not accept a smaller defensive victory at the cost of an offensive gain. Otherwise, you are still on defense and the victory won is merely temporary. That is because, at the end of the day, you are still only playing defense. The battle is not won until both objectives are met. If the defensive goal is achieved, keep going. It's not over. In our football analogy, you've scored but you have not won the game. Once the offensive goal is also reached, then you have won. Now it's time to go on offense. Fully on offense. Now, to play offense, you have to have some offensive-minded goals. Consider the ideal end state from a conservative, patriotic American perspective. Compare that to where the country is now. Then break down how to reach that end state into smaller incremental goals in order to get there. Itemize that list and start working towards those goals. Don't let up, and you'll get the opposition playing defense. They really don't like it. As a matter of fact, they are really not good at it. Look at the tenure of President Trump. They tried to play defense by playing offense. It was all they knew. Unfortunately, it worked for quite a while simply because Republicans were afraid to play offense. They did not press their advantage and got stuck with their defensive mindset, wasting years of Trump's tenure. Democrats would never play that way. What Democrats hated most about Trump was that he was playing on offense. And after a while it started to work. If Patriots take this approach consistently and for a long enough period of time, it will deliver profound success. Because just as Republicans don't know how to play on offense and need to be pushed into it, Democrats are wholly unprepared to play defense, never mind for extended periods of time. They will flounder badly. This rule is critical. Understand it. Understand its power. Then live it. And remember rule number 3. Don't do it alone. Thank you for listening. Rule number 5 is coming soon.